them all out. And then the person who has the briefcase in front of them now has to interrogate the other ones and figure out who gave it to them. If they guess the other person, that person's out. If they guess wrong, then they're out. Then when it gets whittled down to a 1v1, then they do two truths, one lie. I'm going to see how good of liars they are.
Lisa's sick.
Thank you. There's so much more.
Wait,
This
there
event
is?
takes me forever. This event takes me like 2 months every time I do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Come with me. This is all a pitch so that you'll agree to be on the next one.
I'm
not next week,
I'm
but
pre-agreeing
next
to the
season.
next one.
Yeah! Swear?
I swear.
Okay, and then up here, you're getting the fast tour. I'm gonna put stuff on these shelves in this particular room. They're going to have like 30 seconds to memorize as much as they can of what's on which shelf. So they'll be like, especially now that with scraps, you can like, you know, if you have flowers, they actually look like flowers, not like a fucking paper bag. So there's gonna be stuff all over. They'll have to memorize, and then they'll have to go into their own room and try to put it recreated as best as they can. And each correct one will get a point. Yeah. If there's a tie, I'll just make it harder.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this would be so bad for me.
There's always memory, physical, and social games. I try to make it accessible for everybody.
So it's kind of funny because my memory is like, I would say kind of spotty, if you will. Because sometimes the ADHD hit hard. But oh, this is sick.
It's a door maze.
Holy fuck, squirrel! Oh my god, that was. Anyways, what I was saying is, but put me in a situation where like, where I am required to like figure something out or like memorize something, and I'll do it.
Yeah. Easy.
What is this?
This is the door maze. This is gonna be the final challenge. So if you see the red lights over there, there's a briefcase in there which will have a torch inside of it. So they'll have to navigate the maze to get to the torch, grab the torch out of the briefcase, and then navigate themselves to that golden gate at the end. It'll be a time trial, so they'll go one by one, but it's the final 3. So whoever wins guarantees themselves a spot in the final 2, and then they get to argue for why they get to win.
This
Final
is
challenge.
sick.
Thank you. It definitely doesn't take forever. The doors aren't unlocked, so you can't try it, unfortunately.
I could unlock them.
I did just spend like 45 minutes earlier trying to draw this room and then figure out what path I'm gonna do.
You need to find the most fucked out or fucked up roundabout way.
Yes. And I need to change that room and like write a sign or something because I have to account for like color blindness, dyslexia, all sorts of things that have come up in previous seasons.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, just like I don't do physical one-on-one fights anymore because some people have pillow hands and
That's
funny
true.
bodies.
That's true.
Indeed. Tessa,
So is there only going to be one like one how do I word it? Like one path, or are there going to be like false open doors?
Oh, there'll be false open doors for sure.
You should
at least ones that will like make it take longer because it is a time trial. So
okay.
Whoever does it the fastest will win in the end. Kurt.
What is this?
These are more challenges.
How many are set up?
Human Plinko, all of them, because this starts.
Oh my
Monday.
gosh!
I just finished it all today, so now I'm proudly showing it off to a friend I haven't seen in forever.
This is sick.
This is Human Plinko. Instead of throwing stuff, you throw yourself. There are mattresses at the bottom. It's fine.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's sick. That's
It'll
sick.
still hurt a little, but so each tribe member will go up there. It's a team challenge, so each one will throw themselves off and try to get points for their team. Whichever team has the most at the end wins. And we get to stand here and watch them. Here, watch me. It's fun to watch.
Okay, I want to try once you do.
Of course. How could you not? I'm gonna flop just for dramatic effect.
Oh! 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 So about that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I got you. I got you.
It's okay.
Don't worry. I'll take I'm grabbing.
Ugh.
I'm grabbing.
Oh, thanks. Your turn.
Okay. One moment.
I have to get some bungee cords on people for this one.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
5.
Look at that.
You
I'm.
win. Actual carry. That's not easy to get.
Well, you know, here I am.
Hardest one.
Here I am.
Testing, barely anybody's gotten that. I think only you did.
I mean, some of my blood's up there, but
Just adds to the vibes.
ow. I'm okay. I'm okay. This is sick.
There's more. This is a tour of the lake. There's more. Okay, this one we're gonna walk in, and then we're gonna walk out, and then we're gonna walk in.
Okay. Walk in.
Walked in. Now I'm walking out.
Walk out.
And now I'm walking in.
Okay, walking in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this one, they're gonna have to run around the room. Obviously, I've covered the actual thing with a curtain because I keep showing people. They're gonna have to run around the room and find letters. You might be able to spot some. Those letters they will then use to unscramble to make a phrase, and whichever team has a person come up to this microphone and yell the phrase will win. However, when you put a bunch of people in a room and they have to find letters, they're bound to accidentally count ones several times over. So it's more about communication, which everybody is super shit at here, and it's always funny to watch.
Should I not look at the letters?
You can if you want.
Well, I don't want
You can't
to.
see the spaces, so you'll
Oh.
be fine.
Okay. Good. Good. I didn't.
Yeah, that's why the curtain's there.
Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Feel free.
So, random question: have you ever played Dark and Darker?
No.
I don't know why, but I think it's the
Is it the room
tables and like the
Mm.
little bar
Yeah, it's kind
thing
of a vibe in here.
that gave
Little
me
tavern.
like, yeah, it gave me like a slight Dark and Darker lobby vibe.
Hey, I'll take that.
It's not a bad
Those-
thing, to be clear. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I honestly
is
for this one I never
sick.
know what to do, so I just make a random room because it doesn't really matter how I hide it.
It's so good.
Thank you. Figure since we blew up our old one, maybe I'll just make a new tavern.
This
Keep
is
it tavern in the world.
absolutely insane.
Oh, my favorite challenge. The nonsensical one that's gonna make people mad at me, but it's so funny to watch from my POV. This room.
Okay.
So I'm only gonna explain this to you. I pretty much the only rules for this usually I write out all the rules beforehand so that they're very clear and concise,
Mm-hmm.
and so that people are like, "Can I do this and this?" And Andy, "Can I do this?" And then it takes forever. This one only has one rule, which is the instruction is gain as many points as you can in 7 minutes. Your time starts now. And then they run around this room having no idea how to gain points, and it's the funniest thing in the world. In the tests, the rule has been they gain points by saying the word point or points. So they run around throwing themselves into the hot tub or standing on the platforms thinking they have something to do with the ceiling. But in reality, it's just saying the word.
That's so fucked up.
It's so funny though.
That's so fucked up.
It's so
Holy
funny.
fuck.
And then I'll be like, "Oh, that's 1 point." And then they're like, "What did we do?" And then they'll try to spam whatever they were doing.
There's no way. Do you delay like saying how many
No,
points
I say it right then and there, and they barely ever realize. It's
Oh my
so
gosh.
fucking funny from my end. The rule's gonna be different for the day of, but it's hilarious, and I couldn't help myself. Taskmaster, let's go. My fave. It'll remind people that this is all for fun, silly times, because I have gotten people that have molded at me.
Ew.
Welcome to Extreme Musical Chairs.
Okay.
So for this game, pretty much music will be playing, and they'll be able to run around the platforms. They're allowed to tackle each other into those holes, but they're not out or anything. They just have to climb back up. It's to delay their time. When the music stops, they have to step onto a platform. If I call the color of their platform, then they're out. If they're not on a platform by the time the music stops, then they're also out.
Oh.
Yeah, if I call their platform and they're out, they have to sit down on their little platform, and then the game continues until we just have one left standing. It's a good time.
So, when it comes to picking a color, is that going to be like random?
I write them all beforehand.
Oh, like a specific order.
Yeah,
You
I'll
just
just
call it
pull
out.
out my
Okay, okay.
notebook and then I'll be like orange, green, blue, yellow, purple, purple, yellow, green, white, and then I just use that so that they
The
know that
poor
there's no
sad soul
bias.
is gonna think this color's
She's
already
out
been
for me.
called. It won't be this again, and they're gonna be on the purple the
Copium.
second time.
Exactly.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, yeah, that one's okay. I always have people sit down on them because again, colorblind. That's the only one. That door is fake and not real.
Oh, fake
I
door?
was gonna build a challenge back there, but it's not real. There is nothing.
It's not real.
It's not
This
real.
is so fucking good. Holy crap.
Thank you, but now I have to show you the pieces de resistance, which are their camp and their tribal council. And then I'm done showing stuff off. I'm just really excited because I'm finally done after like 2 months of this.
Oh my gosh.
Finally done. Thank you, government, for subsidizing all of this.
Where do we go?
Around the corner. It's literally on the other side of the building. It used to be one giant warehouse, but they had to split it because it was super scuffy.
Oh.
So they chopped it down the middle.
Over here?
Yes. Keep going. Corridor to our right. Behind this. Yeah. Right there. Okay, we're gonna run up the stairs, then down the stairs, then up the stairs again.
Okay.
That's the only fun part of this. I think it give people their up, down, right, B, B, A, A.
Up. Down.
Up. Till your head hurts. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In previous seasons, we've done it like in Mirror Park or in Polito or at the resort. The resort was pretty good. But they always had to hang out in like suburban neighborhoods or parking lots in between stuff and like looking for idols and whatever else. But instead, I built them a camp this time. So they get to hang out in this jungle. And they have their little tribe camps.
This is sick.
Cool, and I love it.
How many people have run through the fire?
Everybody, well, most people try to when they come in here. It will hurt you. The torches won't, though.
Ooh.
You still want to do it, don't you?
No. What? Me?
I'm not even looking, so.
I mean, how hot is it? I'm just gonna tap it with my foot here. Just.
It's pretty hot. It's really hot. It's really hot, Rose.
Oh,
Rose, it's really hot.
Ah!
No.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay. It's fine.
Well, if that happens again, there's water up here on the beach.
There's a beach.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My very real water.
Yep, it's very wet.
It's so
The
wet
water
and
is
real.
wet. The boat is floating. It's just.
That's
oh my
right.
gosh, it's all so good.
It's so much fun.
This is phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I'm helping people like hide out in bushes to get tea from like scheming teammates and shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And the enemy camp is right across. So I'm hoping they do some dumb shit and try to like steal their bananas or something.
Oh my gosh. There is going to be theft.
I can only hope so. And of course, a nice little HOA feature. There is one less sleeping bag than the amount of people, so somebody will have to sleep outside the shelter. And I can't wait to watch them figure out who.
Oh, there we go. I was a little scared for a moment.
You're all right.
This is so fucking good.
Thank you.
You did an amazing job at this. Holy shit.
Thank you. And then downstairs is where they vote. The scariest room of all.
Oh, I need to see this.
Just please note, I was potentially playing a little bit of Elden Ring at home when I built it.
Okay.
And I feel that may reflect in the design. But this is also my 5th season, so I'm running out of ideas. Eventually I'll run out of challenges after like 80 of them. Oh, also I recommend walking down that.
Oh. I'm good.
Okay. The test. Can you see this tree in front of me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You're all good there. Yes.
That's the visual
weird things I have to
indicator.
test, yes. Otherwise, you have to go halfway up the ladder and then back down. This is where they come and shit stir and spill tea when they lose a challenge, at the end of which they vote somebody out of their tribe and out of the game and out of the running to
Oh
win
my
$1 million
gosh.
and a painting or two.
What is that upper section?
Oh, it's just a gazebo. You can actually get up there.
It, this is sick.
Thanks.
Wait, so is this where you're going to be sitting?
Yeah. This is where I question them and shit stir.
I'm just putting on a new armor plate before I forget.
Sure.
And definitely wasn't me
There you go.
sitting
You would be
here.
on this side, anxiously awaiting my questioning, where I just fucking stir. I stir for like 20 minutes.
Do you ever take the information they give you when they're voting to then like bring up at some point?
Not what they say up there.
Okay. But anything
What
else
they say
fair
up there
game?
is secret. Yeah. Anything else?
Oh my
I
god.
try not to like be like, so and so said this when you weren't here. I usually just use whatever they're saying here. Or I'm like, so you have a previous winner on your tribe. How does that, is that going to play into the vote that you're casting now, or is that something you're not worried about?
All of a sudden you hear gulp from the
Yeah.
previous
Yeah,
winner.
100%.
That's
And
messed
they're like,
up.
you're throwing me under the bus.
Yeah,
Why are
well,
you doing
also,
this?
I mean, if you're a previous winner, then like
That's right.
But then do people ever consider the aspect of the game where like some people are just considerably better at challenges, and to get their tribe ahead they need to keep people around longer?
See, that's the kind of shit that I ask. I'm like, what is this vote based on? Are you trying to keep the tribe strong? Are you just playing to your alliance, no matter what that means for the challenges? Because are you trying to win as a team? Are you team based right now, or are you individual based? I've even had games that are designed to make people choose between selfishness or doing something for their tribe, and those always are hilarious.
Is that when like you offered to give them something, but if any like
I had like an auction, and it was like you can like the items that were worth more cost more, and the items that like were good personally and the items that were good for your tribe cost less. So you could spend a bunch of your money that you had acquired to benefit yourself or your tribe, and you had to purchase it in front of them. Yeah,
That's so messed up.
Yeah, but it's so much fun.
Okay, does it ever like direct the target to someone? Like when
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes challenge losses, especially like the really early, like first few votes, people will pretty much use any like scapegoat they can.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that happens.
Like,
that happens in a bunch of, sort of social games where the first few weeks is typically everyone sort of, figuring out who they're trying to alliance with. And then you eventually hit the point where like, I don't even know if I should bring up other shows, but like, I'm just saying, like the
Little Sister,
Little Sister, exactly.
I've seen that.
And Little Sister, there be an HOH, and suddenly the first HOH, everyone target moving forward, because they had to pull two hats out of two fucking names out of a hat, that they didn't know because they barely know each other.
I think it's like survival, but indoors.
Yes.
That's the vibe I get from
it. No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I may have been addicted to shows like that in the past for a long time.
Survival addict.
Yeah, it's kind of concerning.
You know what's the best part?
The social game.
Here, though, here it's great because people get to come in and they get to be their most shit-stirry, plotting, maniacal, devious little self without it having massive circumstances out in their everyday life around the city. I think that's why people like playing it so much, because like nothing that happens here is ever consequential.
It's true. Can't take it. OOS.
In the game. Yeah. It's like if you go out there and you're being a devious backstabber, I mean, you're gonna have serious consequences for it.
Oh, 100%.
And here they get to be big brain as they want without it being like a huge effect on their life.
The worst that can happen is they get their name written down.
That's right. That's right. And they have a great time. People get so addicted. It's great. There were days a couple seasons ago where I was waking up. Honestly, every season at this point, people will stay beyond when I go home afterwards, and they'll stay and plot with each other. And there are days that I wake up and people are already up and about searching for idols. Not that I hide them. I'm not that silly. I only hide them right before we start. I don't leave them overnight. That's crazy. I watched
That's
Robbie
so
running
good.
around for like 2 hours trying to find some in Mirror Park, and I was like, that poor man doesn't know that they aren't hidden right now.
Oh, and not only that, you're now doing it all in here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And then they vote up here in the gazebo. I just put up the paintings that are part of the prizes this time. I like this set the best so far because they're gonna have the boring eyes of the people behind them staring at them as they vote.
Oh my, who's that person?
Oh, that's the Angry Milk Lady. I think Bajorn, I told Bajorn it might be a Milky Mountain that she's drinking, so he very much wants to win. Because he's playing next week. And then we have the Panther.
Wait, these
Money
are
Panther.
sick.
Yeah, part of the prizes. And my cast has been created of hand-chosen shit stirrers. I didn't know you would wake up late for it. Otherwise, you would have been on this list automatically.
This is so good.
I've got Larry and Lang and Bajorn and Jaeger and Ray and Tyler Peters.
Oh my gosh.
And either Cassidy or Crystal, I don't know which, but Lane dropped out. Aspen, Marty, Peach, Lizzie, Reed, Fiona, Edgar, who won 2 seasons ago, but then didn't come because like every winner is allowed to play on the next season. But he never claimed his spot for the last one, so he gets to play this time. And then Bruce and Kensama.
Holy fucking stirs.
I know.
Hello?
I love it.
So, like, you know, as someone who may not have watched in the past, you know, am I gonna be able to watch this at home? Because I'm here for the tea. If I can't be in, I still need to be here for the tea. Well, not be here for the tea, but I will be watching comfortably at home.
I always have camera crew live broadcasting.
Oh my gosh.
I also wear a little camera. You know, it's all for the show. We had some nice donators from overseas for my prize this time who are just big fans.
Oh my god. Wait, what's the prize?
$1 million and these 2 paintings.
Oh.
Yeah. Bajor really wants that one.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? Wait, is it typically a final 2 or 3?
I've done 3 before. But
okay.
I've been sticking with the formula of 16 people in final 2. That seems to be the best.
I was gonna ask because if I'm final 2 with him, and I know that, be like, listen, I take the money, I take that painting, but that one's all yours, bud. That one's all yours.
You can have that.
Yeah, and then it guaranteed he gets what he wants.
That's right. Me and Marty and Yuno were my final 2 last season, and I believe that Marty gave Yuno the raccoon painting. They all like ignored the money and were just really wanting the raccoon painting.
Wait, when it's final 2, doesn't that mean whoever won like the last thing picks who they go up with?
Well, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh, the tea.
And then the previous like 5 or 7, I can't remember which, are the ones who vote on the winner. Final Tribal Council is the spiciest of tea. People get up there and start calling each other out on all the shit that they did during the season. It's great.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. So when people are voting for the final 2, right? In a lot of those shows, like Little Sister, for example, oftentimes people will try to, you know, be like, hey, listen, if I'm on the jury, all right, you ain't getting my vote, and I'm gonna get everyone else to not vote for you as well, right?
Yeah, that happens.
But
that definitely happens.
But like, what actually ends up happening is there's most times, not always, but most times, a level of respect for like big plays and backdooring people, and like, because it's just the nature of the game, right? It's a social game. Do people end up valuing at the end of survival. It's survival, right?
Yes,
Okay.
survival.
Do people end up valuing those big plays even if it was against them and voting for the person
Yes.
who did it?
Yes, more
Oh
often
my
than not,
gosh.
people are very respectful because I'm gonna be honest, this week of this does a mental on them, and they are so drained. Tessa says it was like the most stressful thing she's ever done, and she would do it again over and over happily. It is like the most anxiety inducing thing, and that's why I try to build all this stuff and make it as like immersive for them as possible to pretend we're like very much in this instead of in a giant fucking city. But they do end up being like, yeah, that person played a good game, whatever. I know what I said, but I don't care.
Can I
There
have,
was one though.
or can I make a request?
Yes.
Whichever season you invite me on, invite Tessa.
Okay, she's
You
played twice.
you want tea?
If she's willing to wake up that early, or you're willing to wake up that late.
It'd probably be
Well,
better
outside
for
of
me
your
to
normal
wake up
hours.
late. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, if somebody else freaking drops out of this shit, I'll call you over the next few days. Oh god,
Oh
I
my
will.
gosh.
You're my default slot now if somebody else drops out. Because some people, surprisingly enough, can't do a full 5 days. That is the only problem. We did have one in Tessa's first season. It was Bones and Colin McKinley as the final two. And then Tessa was the swing vote, the deciding factor of which one would win. And she ended up voting for Bones because Bones apologized for the big move that they made against her to get her out.
Apologize?
And Colin didn't.
Oh. You know,
She
I'm
was
gonna
like,
be real.
manners go a long way with me. And Colin refused. So
Oh
she voted
no.
for Bones.
Oh
And then Bones got $10
no.
million that season.
Oh no. You want to know the worst part? I think if
Hmm.
I was put in that position, I would say something like, you know, it pained
Not
me to
apologizing.
it pained me to do it, but I had to, knowing full well I never would have beat you in the final two.
That's pretty much what Bones said. It was pretty much that sentiment. He's like, I'm sorry, Tessa, I had to, because I would never win sitting next to you. It would never happen.
And then did McKinley just like shut down and be like, no, I'm not doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, he shafted himself. All he
Yeah, 100%.
there's a level of tact that you need when dealing with stuff like that, or you're put in this impossible situation of like, you either double down or you try your best to like, find a middle ground and being like, I had to, but it was because I didn't have another choice.
That's right.
Oh
Pond,
my gosh.
I believe, had the most incredible throw, in my opinion, as far as the final three went. She was very antagonistic towards the questioning that happened in Final Tribal, and I'm not positive she would have won, but I think people were more open to voting for her than she thought they were. But it was very defensive. It usually goes better for people when they sit there and they're just like, yeah, I did that, but what can I say? Gotta do what you gotta do. It's survival,
Mm-hmm.
And kind of
Like,
own their shit instead of being like, well, you did this.
Sometimes you have to realize in games like that the opportunity is only going to present itself once. There's no guarantee it's going to happen again, and if you don't take that opportunity, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Oh my gosh, damn, this got me all fucked up.
It's so fun. It's so much fun. And then, like, honestly, being staff, which, by the way, you're more than welcome to come be a cameraman. I think I'm getting bushes for camera people to hide in and, like, wiggle around in so that they can just waddle around getting the tea. That's all we do. Staff is almost... Honestly, the game looks fun and people have a great time in it, but staff, we love doing it because we get all the tea from all the sides. Then we huddle in our little corner and we're like,
I couldn't do it.
Talking about doing this to this person. And
I couldn't do it.
Out. We start freaking out. It's so much fun.
I couldn't do it because the moment I heard the tea, I'd be like, ooh, and you just hear a fucking bush like, ooh.
That's not what I heard. We're like, what was
that? Do the camera people ever talk?
They will do like little side interviews and stuff, but if they're like spying on a meeting, then they just let the meeting happen.
See, I couldn't be the camera person because of that. I wouldn't have it in me to contain myself. And then that would be like the tell, like that something someone is saying is sus, And then I'd feel bad that I'm ruining the game. Oh no. Oh, that's why I got to be in the game. What I hear has to be, IS. Right, it's got to be like full on.
I think I have a gag. We can gag you.
And then, ooh.
I don't think you'll be able to make a noise at all. It's gonna be perfect.
That'd be so good. Holy crap.
I was socking him up. Oh, in the corner. It'd be great. Yes,
Oh
you
my
need to
gosh.
play. I've wanted you for so many seasons. I was like, I'll just do an EU one eventually.
Well,
But if you're
like I
willing to wake
said,
up late, I would have had you on ages ago. You're always like the number one pick for shit stirs and
I can definitely try my best to accommodate a schedule.
please.
As long as I know the schedule ahead of time,
Yeah.
then yeah, absolutely.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that made I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited.
All of this is so good.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Takes lots and lots of work, and honestly, as long as people have fun, it's all worth it. 2 months for 1 week of so much drama and tea, and I love it.
Do you get your full two months worth of tea?
I really do. Last season, not so much because I was just we were all over the place. It was very disorganized because I was trying to work with not being able to build challenges.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
That's rough.
All of us moving back here. But now that I have this, oh my god, I get to just chill.
This is massive. Holy fuck.
Little bushes come texting me being like, this person just said this about them. But if this person gives this person their idol, then those people are going to vote for them, and then that's not going to work. And we're like, oh my god, are they actually going to vote that way? If they play the idol, they're fucked. If they play it on this person, they're done so because they're voting for them, and it's all fucking
So are
crazy.
idols only played after votes are in?
After the votes have been cast, but before they're read. So they'll all go up, they vote, and then I come down and I say I've counted the votes. If anybody has an idol they'd like to play, please do so now.
Has anyone...
They would play it, and then I read the votes.
Has anyone ever said, like, guys, my heart's just not in it, vote me out, and then they voted for someone but played their idol?
I don't think so.
And so their vote would, like, be the only one that worked?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh, that would be me. Oh no. Oh no.
Aaron, in a spectacular Aaron fashion.
Aaron Cox?
Season 1, yes.
Okay, I love Aaron.
Originally, survival only happened because I was trying to get the HOA to do their chores. So I was turning it into games.
Sorry, chat.
And then we were like, holy shit, that was fun. I should do it with more people. And then I invited like SDSO and like other random people I thought would be fun. And now it's like spiraled out into this whole big thing. But Aaron tried to play an idol without bringing it to tribal. It was very, very awkward. She's like, I had to bring it with? And I'm like, yes, how are you gonna play it if you don't have it?
Oh no.
Tragic, really. Some people have found multiple idols and have them on them at the same time.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Marty's
I can't wait.
Idol gremlin. Yeah.
So when does this one start?
Starts Monday.
Monday. I'm gonna be watching. I have to, because now I can't. See, here's the thing, like if the winners are given like sort of first dibs into the next season, I need to know how the winner is playing. You know.
We got 2 winners this time too, because we have Edgar from season 3, who missed season 4, and then we have Marty from season 4, and they're on the same tribe. So, starting off, and then I do a little tribe swap on day 2. I mix them all up, spin a wheel. They gotta play with new people now. I think my eardrums are gonna be blown out by having Lang and Jaeger, who haven't spoken in like 5 years, suddenly in a tribal council together.
Oh no!
Yeah. And
You did a crazy
Edgar
job.
have, like, old beef. There's like actual beef around all these people, but I am hammering home the point of drop your previous relationships, good or bad. I want to see some tea sipping and stirring, because the only problem I've had is when people come in and they know other people, they just stick with their friends, and that gets really fucking boring. I want a fucking all-out backstabbing, triple triple backstabbing.
Like, they're
people.
just gonna do what they would do normally, which is stick with their friends, their gang, whatever.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
And that's gonna be their ride or die. And the reason that's gonna be the case is because
They trust them outside the game, so they know they can
exactly,
trust them in the game.
exactly.
And I get it, but I hate it.
Specifically for the show, 1000%. You have to split them. If you don't,
So I chose this.
they're shafted.
This particular cast because I have faith in all of them to just throw caution to the wind and play all out and say fuck it.
So, who won last season? Did you say Marty?
Marty, yeah.
Was it a final 2 or final 3 on that one?
Final 2, it was Marty versus Yuno in the end.
And it was Yuno versus who for the final 2? Like, Marty would have to pick between...
Oh, I think it was... I want to say it was OTT, but I'm not positive on that.
Ooh. Think the outcome would have been different if OTT was chosen?
Might have been OTT or Chastity. Might have been Chastity. If the outcome was... No, I think Marty still would have won. OTT was very much playing the villain that season.
See, but there's a level... There's a level of, like, respect you gotta have for people making those moves. At least for me, I'm telling you now.
When they're not, like, throwing their hands up saying, I won't play with this person at a challenge, and I'm like, just play the fucking challenge! Motherfucker, we only have so much time in a day!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you now.
Play the role very
if
well
somebody were to vote me out, and it was because they considered me a threat, good on you, bud. Good on you. You probably got my vote. Unless somebody did something extraordinary, like, after that. Which, okay, the people who are voted out, right? Like, these are all the people who are going to be voting for the winner, right?
Not all of them, but the ones towards the end, yeah. Like, post-merge.
Got it. And so when that happens, like... Oh my... There's just so much to fucking consider. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's so many factors. And it's like you want to vote someone out, but you don't want to do it so shitty that they hate you and would never vote for you.
Okay, what about the people who are the ones who make it after the merge or whatever you had mentioned, right? They get voted out. Are they still privy to what's going on in the show?
They can be, yeah. They're more. I encourage them heavily to come watch everything that's happening to better inform themselves of how it plays out, and most people do, honestly. Most people just keep showing up because they've already invested that amount of time, so they're like, I'm seeing this through. I need to know.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I think Marty, no matter who he went up against, would win every single time for that season. He played crazy.
You know, I've only met Yuno once, and it was him in front of CMC. This was like, I feel like 8-9 months ago. And he was like, oh, what's your name? I said Matt Rhodes. He's like, Rhodes? And then just ran. It was like he saw fucking ghosts. Oh god. And I'm thinking to myself, what has he heard about me? I don't think I've ever done anything.
You're like what Bayo was to Sizz.
Oh. I miss Bayo. I miss Bayo so much.
Too. I miss Sizz too.
Let's see. Wait, how come I can see a Blaine County Sheriff account?
Well, did your transfer go through?
Yeah, but...
Well then...
But I see the LSPD one.
Oh, no idea.
I see both.
I have no idea.
Oh, that one is big. Oh, that's a big chunk of money from earlier, I imagine.
Probably.
Wait, how come I can see all this? Has this always been the case?
I mean, maybe you were transferred to BCSO, but they haven't taken you off of LSPD yet?
No. Because I don't think... Like, the transfer has not, like, officially gone through. I've just gotten the okay to transfer from both parties.
Oh, maybe you can just see all of it then. I know the bank accounts are a little funny.
Yeah, that's possibly the case. I hope people can't just withdraw money from this. Like, that would be no bueno.
I don't think so. Like, I can see the Los Santos Authority account, but I can't do anything.
But do you have a withdraw button?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'm not a scumlord. I just assume I don't have access, even if the button's there.
Yeah, But what if we run into someone who don't
Well,
read between the lines, you know?
well, I would refer them to my legislation that says you have to have someone who oversees all your financial stuff in the mayor's office because I put checks and balances on my position because that's a good thing to have.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's agreed. Yeah.
Oh my god, and you're moving to the county where the sheriff not only has to be a police officer, crazy, but also from the department. You guys get to select names to put forward.
You know, that makes a whole lot of sense. That sounds
Thank
very
you.
logical of you, Andy.
Thank
Very
you.
logical.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to go get food. I'm starving.
Okay.
Off to Abracababra.
Alrighty.
Do you need
Dude,
food?
I wish. See, these are the. No, I'm okay actually. These are the rare moments where I wish I like was over the whole stage just so I could be like, congratulations, we're changing it to be like the farmers market where anyone can set up at any booth that is available. When you take it down for the day, someone else can set up so it's not empty. So we have more businesses. Not all the booths are owned just by gangs.
Yeah, true.
So we can have civilians. What's that? Civilians, that's right.
I
Some of
think
them
the
exist
only
somewhere.
issue that comes into play is like the logistical nightmare that would be sourcing like food, like the raw food. Okay, Abracadabra's open. Yeah, I always park my car here so I can look through the window and see if someone's lockpicking my door.
I'm just saying, I don't know what he thinks taxing these booths is gonna fix.
I don't know.